How did you feel about Josh Shapiro's speech?
Well, I think the governor certainly wants to spend a lot of money. When you take a look at his proposal, it's about an 8.5% increase. But I think that there were some highlights, particularly the focus on technical education that I know I personally can relate with, and I do think is a good pathway for many of our students here in the Commonwealth.
Now, with his new education plan, do you think this will fall under the court's new constitutionality?
Well, I think it's important to recognize what the court actually said, and they said that finances alone is not the only way to solve this problem, and yet that's really what this budget offers. So I think when you take a look at the overall spending, the record investments that we've made in many of the past budget cycles, I think we're already on that pathway. The question is, what are we getting for the money that we're investing? What we're not getting is better test results. And so I was somewhat encouraged by the discussion of tutoring. That's an option that we had offered a couple of years ago under Governor Wolf, particularly post-pandemic. I know that we have some students that really are struggling to learn and bring their scores up to speed. So I think it's important that we help those students achieve the success and the opportunity they have, because that's ultimately what the court decision said, that every child should have the opportunity. And it was not so much focused on finances, and unfortunately this budget was.
Now, last budget season, there was an impasse between the two parties, and there was a said trust barrier broken with Josh Shapiro. Has that been repaired?
Well, I'll let you talk to the Senate Republicans and the House Democrats, because the House Democrats really were the ones who removed the provisions that everybody else apparently agreed to. I know for me personally, I would have liked to have seen a more robust discussion on school choice, so I was encouraged by what the governor said today. But I also think that's just one of the many tools in the toolbox as we go forward to reform our education system.